welcome to James Standard Time. Hi.
Currently, I am exporting my vlog. I finished editing it. I was actually quite late to start because I had so much going on today. I woke up today, I did some cleaning around the house, and then I had dim sum with my mom. And then right after that, I came home because a friend was coming over to hang out for a bit. It was really fun. I really hang out with my friend. And then we finished the Kirby game that we started. I don't think it's completely done, but we finished the main story of it, but that's basically done. It was a lot of fun. And then that was like 4 hours. And then I met up with Taejon, Scott, and all the other managers and stuff because we were supposed to have like a dinner to thank Taejon for always being a great ASM. He stepped down to be a sales associate and to celebrate Zion being promoted to ASM. So there's a lot of celebration, and it was a long overdue kind of celebration kind of thing. There was a screw up with the restaurant, but this is me partly to blame. So basically, most restaurants, if you have a party of more than 6 people, they do an 18% gratuity kind of thing. Which is pretty normal. I read down the fine print, but also on the fine print when we were reserving this restaurant. This is more my fault, but I wish the restaurant didn't enforce this. I don't know why they had to do this, but basically, every person must spend like $65 minimum. Which, when I was like shocked, I was like, that's a lot of money. So I was like, this was on the fine print, and it was. So it was my mistake, so I felt kind of bad for the guys. Because it is a lot of money, and there's a lot of money in general. But I was always going to treat them to appetizers and desserts. And then, as the hostess, she was very friendly. She was explaining to me, you know what, it's actually not that hard. There's 8 of you guys. You'll probably meet the $520 like charge, because it was $68 per, I think it was 65, I don't know, 65 times 8, it was 500, basically that kind of thing. Because I was like, hey guys, don't worry too much, we're here to have fun. Plus, you know, I'm gonna order appetizers for a share, and then we're all good. And then the dessert was interesting. Dessert wasn't expensive, it was like $9, but we all got a dessert. But with everyone ordering a main course, that everyone paid for their own main course, and not me paying for my main course and the appetizers and dessert, we got to the amount that we were supposed to, so we didn't have to pay extra for nothing. But basically, if I asked if we don't spend that quota, will they just charge us that quota, which they said. But then they even said, oh, it's okay, you can order takeout, whatever, to meet that quota. But in the end, she was right, because an entree at that restaurant was either, like, even on the cheap end, it was like $25 to like $40. So because of that, everyone's got like a, basically everyone was on average was like a $30, and then if they got a drink, so it was like $35. So, you know, in the long run they paid $35, and then I covered the appetizers and the desserts. I think I covered a few drinks, but at the end of the day, I was always gonna treat them that because I got like a, I guess you could say, kind of a bonus at work. I'm still not sure how it works, but I got a bonus. So I only got that bonus because of those guys. So even though I spent some of my bonus on them, I still have some of my bonus, right? So, you know, I wouldn't have gone without them. So in the long run, it worked out pretty well. I just wish I read the fine print a little better. I don't understand why the restaurant has to have that. I get it if we're gonna take out a lot of space in your restaurant, but it was an 8 o'clock sitting. So by the time we sat down to start ordering food and stuff, the restaurant was already slowing down. It's not like they were gonna get more customers in and we were in the way for them to make more money. I understand that. Like, if I would completely understand by like 9 o'clock, the restaurant had to wait because there was not enough tables. I get it, I'm making them lose business. But honestly, in my opinion, they shouldn't really enforce that kind of thing unless they're freaking busy. They weren't. By like 9:30, the restaurant was pretty dead. There were empty tables. So it wasn't because of our large party that took up seats so they can't make more money. It wasn't going to be that kind of night regardless. But I honestly don't think that restaurant should have that kind of surplus charge unless it's busy and your restaurant's fully booked. I get it. It wasn't fully booked. So, but you know what? I'm not the owner, but I'm just, a thought occurs, like, you shouldn't have a rule like that. You can have it, but you shouldn't really enforce it if your restaurant's not gonna be busy. I don't know. But yeah, no, we spent the amount, which is fine. And they already e-transferred me. I don't know how much I spent, but I don't want to care. A lot of them were like, felt a little bad. But honestly, I don't know, it's fine. You know what? I got a bonus. Here's my treat for you guys. You guys worked really hard. I'm happy to have you guys on my team. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it was a good, the food was really good. We all had a good fun, catching up, having some laughs. It was good. I'm surprised I finished editing my vlog. I was just like, you know, I don't have time. I have to wake up early, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna finish editing it. Because my vlog last week's pretty bad. It's pretty short. That's why. Anyway, looking at my hair right now, I think I need a shower. It's been a long, long day. I've been up since 10. It's almost midnight, so I'm probably just gonna start uploading my vlog to YouTube, make the thumbnail, and then I'm gonna grab a shower as my vlog is uploading to YouTube, and then just play like a little bit of video games and then head to bed probably. I also upgraded my internet speed like 2 weeks ago when my provider called and said that they had a promotion with this new fast speed and it would cost me more, but at the same time I ended up saving money because I actually canceled my home phone number because I don't need it. And she said the upload speed is going to be like quadrupled, the internet speed is going to be fast and consistent, and I must say, I'm uploading a vlog. I just started uploading. It's already at 30-40%. It's done in 2 minutes. Usually, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to upload one of my standard vlogs. I think at most 30 minutes if I'm doing a really long vlog, but a standard length is about 10 to 15 minutes. This takes 5 minutes. So, the proof is there. I didn't do one of those speed tests. I just trusted her word that the speed gets upgraded. But you know what? This is my proof. Happy Monday, y'all. Got off work early, and nothing really planned. I usually try to have lunch or dinner with my mom on Mondays because I get off early, but she has something going on, so I just went grocery shopping instead. Got some bread. I haven't bought bread in a while. And then I bought some more salad. I'm loving salad. And then I got some chips. And then I got some shredded chicken. I got some butter, got some spices. The spices were expensive. Luckily I don't have to buy it that often, but spices are expensive, y'all. Why am I saying y'all so much today? And then I got some more chickens that I really like that I can put with the salad I bought, so that's really good. That's what we got. And then I went to Shoppers Drug Mart afterwards. And I always make sure I don't grab a basket or anything when I'm at Shoppers Drug Mart because I'm only in there for Shoppers Drug Mart for 2 things. Toothpaste and cheap candy. If I have a basket, I'll buy a lot more. So I just grabbed some gum. Just a receipt, no one cares about that. Gummy bears. The toothpaste, what I went in for. What else did I grab? And then I grabbed sour keys. 2 for $5, you know, I'll always buy it. And then I bought, this intrigued me because the first time I saw it in Canada, it's peach Pepsi. Like I've had it in Japan and Korea. So I was surprised they were selling it here. But yeah, peach flavored Pepsi. And the thing is, I don't think you guys realize, Pepsi and Coke taste different in Asia than here. I think the sweeteners they use is different. Like here, when I drink Pepsi or Coke or 7-Up or anything carbonated that has a sugar content in it, it's very, very sweet. When I drink Pepsi, Coke, and 7-Up in Korea, Japan, or Hong Kong, the sweetness is a lot more, it's hard to describe the taste. It just tastes a little bit more refreshing. It's not as sweet. And there's a taste to it. It's like a really interesting sweetness to it. It's very hard to explain. You're gonna have to drink Coke, Pepsi, and 7-Up in Korea, Hong Kong, or Japan to know what I mean. It's a very different type of sweetness. Like it quenches my better because it's not overly sweet. I don't know what it is, but it's just, I like it drinking Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up in Korea, Japan, or Hong Kong more. Like every time I'm in the Japanese mart here in Vancouver, OhKdrama, and they have Japanese Pepsi, I always buy it because it's different. Trust me, it's different. I have not slept well for a couple days now. Because even on my days off, I'm forced to wake up early because I've got something to do. So I haven't really like slept well. I've only been getting 6 or 7 hours if I'm lucky. So I think my lack of sleep is finally catching up. I'm pretty tired. So I think tomorrow, I don't really have any plan that was on purpose. So I'm probably just gonna sleep a lot tomorrow and see where it goes. But I have hell of a day. Basically, work was, I've always predicted that this week at work is gonna be pretty bad. Because it's the last week before school starts, so everyone's just gonna be out and about doing their last bit of vacation stuff, which is good, which means the store's really slow and it's just boring. But the other thing I've been dealing with over the last 2 weeks now, I've been dealing with this issue. My phone. My phone has been buggy. The screen has been buggy. So when I open, you know, it's a flip phone. So when you open it, the screen turns on. But over the last 2 weeks, it would sometimes turn on but quickly turn back off. But I would just tap the screen and press the power button and the screen turns back on. That was the first week. It was kind of annoying, but whatever. The second week, when I would open the phone, it would flash green. Not even the image, not even the phone turning on, but it would just flash green and black. But then if I would tap the screen and press the power button, the screen turns on and works normally. But so far this week, it's been pretty bad. There are instances where it just green flash, black, but no matter how many times I tap, it doesn't turn on. It would eventually turn on, but it's just me just going crazy tapping it. Now today was the worst case where it was just not turning on. It was just black. The thing is, even though it was black, the phone is still working properly. Like I can actually answer a phone call, someone calls it. I'll just have to guess where to swipe to answer, but it's working. It's just the screen is not functioning. But the funny thing is, I found on YouTube solutions to fix it, and they're ridiculous. There's like massaging the screen, tapping it on the places, and putting it in the freezer apparently. I didn't try that yet. But it would kind of work and the phone would turn on fine. But then after an hour or so, it just stops doing it again. It'll just be black again. So I don't know what it is. It might not even be me using those remedies I found on YouTube that are working. Because right now I didn't do anything. And it's working. I don't want to show it to you guys because it's just random. So I don't think it's any of the solutions. Because when I got to work, it was working fine. But by the time I was on my break, it didn't work. So after my break, I tried the solutions. And it turned back on an hour after that. Not instant. And then by the time I was finished work, it wasn't working again. I got home, charged the phone a bit, even though it wasn't really used because I barely touched my phone today. I charged it up and then right now I just tapped the screen turned on. So I don't know what's triggering it and what's not triggering it, but it's kind of working but not working at the same time. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. So but technically I don't really have a phone. So I can't text. If someone calls me, I can answer it. I can't text. I can receive the text and then on the small screen outside, I can see who sent me a text. So I think for the time being, I'll still kind of use my phone, but I won't think it's working. I'll just bring my iPad around to answer Instagram messages and Facebook Messenger and reply that way. And then if someone calls me, I can answer it, but there's no solution to this. I really don't know what's triggering the screen to turn on properly these days and what's causing it to not turn on. I've given up. And if you're wondering why I'm just getting a new cell phone, it's that it's my day off tomorrow. I can just go to my cell phone provider and just get a new cell phone and upgrade my phone. But I have to pay a little bit of money. But I found out on Monday when I went into like, I have free time, I'll just get this over with now. On Monday I found out on September 15th, my contract and my phone plan ends, so I can get a free upgrade. I don't have to pay any money. So it's like, can I survive? So I just don't know if I want to wait. Can I survive with a phone? It's the end of the week. I almost forgot to end the vlog. Earlier I was just setting up a PlayStation 5 controller. I've actually had that controller since I've had my PS5. It's just that I've never really opened the box because I've never really had a friend to come over and play PS5 because you know me, I actually buy single player games, so it's not common for me to have it ready. Like the majority of my games, obviously 90% of my video games are just single player. But I think last month, the month before, they had like the PSN was giving away Borderlands 3 for free download because Taejeon told me to do it. I was like, you know what, it's a free game, I'll download it, and I do like Borderlands. So I think tomorrow Zion's gonna come over and we're gonna play it together. But I realized I didn't have any controller set up, so I was like, I'm gonna set that up. And you know, when it comes to the PlayStation, when you turn on the second controller, you have to have a user for it. You could use guest, but then any progress you make in the game, it won't be saved. So rather than just having Zion play a new character and we start a new character and then he leaves and then we come back to play again and his character's gone, it's just not good. So I had to remember my old gaming email that I used to have when I used to have 2 accounts for PlayStation Network. One account I subscribed for, but the other one I just had it just for usage when friends come over so that we can log in and they can play as the guest. That's my guest account. But yeah, it's working. I was just fiddling around with it for a little bit because I was confused how it really worked, but I think I figured it out, but we'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, I haven't opened that. I bought that on my PS5 about two years old now, and I didn't open the second controller for that long. Anyway, the weather this week has been extremely erratic. It was raining, warm, raining, and then hot, and then cold again. It's all over the place. I thought it was over with and done with all the rain, but it's still gonna be hot. I think it's gonna be hot this weekend, and then I think it's gonna be cold. Not cold, it'll start getting cold again afterwards. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I have work tomorrow actually, because I feel like maybe I should be there for the long weekend. So I have work tomorrow, but then I have 2 days off next week in a row together, and then another day off later in the week. So not too bad. So even though I'm working tomorrow, it's a payoff, so I get 2 days off in a row. So I'm pretty happy though, pretty psyched. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed, so I think I'll end the week here. So I'll see you all next week.